Hello and welcome to the program. I'm your host, Neal Howard. Glad that you could join us here on Health Professional Radio. Our guest today is a returning guest, Dr. Jonathan Simons. He's here with us as president and CEO of the Prostate Cancer Foundation, and he's going to discuss with us the Many versus Cancer initiative that aims to cure prostate cancer over the next 5 years by harnessing the power of the prostate cancer community in order to fund the research. Welcome back to Health Professional Radio, Dr. Simons.
Well, thank you.
Glad that you could return and give us a little bit more of your time today. When we were here before, you gave our listeners a bit of background about yourself. For those not familiar with you, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you became president of the Prostate Cancer Foundation.
I'm a physician scientist, oncologist scientist, who's been working in prostate cancer research since 1998, and I have the privilege of having become the CEO and president as one of the researchers that the foundation originally supported and when the foundation was created in 1993. So I've been working in prostate cancer research and taking care of advanced prostate cancer patients for well over 20 years.
Now, we're pretty much all familiar with the American Cancer Society and whatnot, but your foundation is the world's leading philanthropic organization that's funding prostate cancer today.
Well, the goal of Many versus Cancer is to engage millions in supporting raising $1 billion to defeat prostate cancer over the next 5 years. And this is based on our understanding now, our genomic or our gene understanding of prostate cancer. There are 21 new targets or ways of making precise medicines to treat patients with the right medicine at the right time for the form of prostate cancer they have. So it's a historic period in medical research to be able to do that. And our foundation over the last 20 years has funded the early research that's led to the last 6 FDA-approved drugs. All of those have come from Prostate Cancer Foundation research support. And because we fund research now in 21 countries around the world, and we have 5,000 researchers as a part of our research community, we know we're poised if we can raise the funds to really basically put prostate cancer in the history books. We've reduced in the last 20 years the death rate in the U.S. from prostate cancer by 52%. That's the largest reduction of death of any major cancer. And we are now looking at, right now in our research pipeline, 23 new kinds of genetic medicines or immune medicines. So we think that the possibilities are quite extraordinary, that many men, if they relapse from prostate cancer, if they can get access to these new kinds of precision medicines, simply are not going to die of their disease. Because we really do have such an extraordinary understanding of the vulnerabilities or the weak spots where these medicines would work. And creating Many versus Cancer as this large global initiative and engaging millions, literally you're talking about all new, basically not new ways of treating prostate cancer earlier in clinical trials. We've proven that you can continue to extend the survival of patients, but now we want to defeat these with this kind of new research and development pipeline of new genetic precision medicine.
Now, this is a worldwide initiative, Many versus Cancer. Are we talking many researchers, like, the 5,000 researchers in this community and other communities that are researching prostate cancer? Or are we talking about many patients and physicians on the more personal level with the pay? Or is it everyone included? I mean, that's $1 billion is a lot of money.
Yeah, we're hoping to get through the use of the internet. There's 3 million prostate cancer survivors in the U.S. and there are 14 million worldwide. So yeah, we're talking about patients, families, those who love them, and also we're talking about the doctors and nurses that care for them, and we're talking about 6,000-7,000 cancer researchers around the world all coming together. And part of Many versus Cancer's effort is to fast forward the research and development of these new precision medicines, because using them in prostate cancer, it doesn't stop there. There are common gene targets in prostate cancer in 16 other forms of human cancer, like breast, and ovarian, and colon. So accelerating the creation and delivery of these new medicines for prostate cancer, you're talking about defeating at least 16 other forms of human cancer that share the same gene targets. So that's why it's many. It's a very big idea scientifically whose time has come.
Now, at the risk of giving hope to some and not necessarily dashing it for others, but making them, stand in line just a bit longer, are we talking about research that is accelerated on certain types of prostate cancer while others seem to we'll wait maybe another 5 or 10 years before we ramp this one up because this one or that one seems to be the most prevalent?
No, we're trying the idea of fast forwarding these 21 areas of genetic medicines in immune system precision treatment is that no prostate cancer patient is left behind based on the genetic mutations. No, it's an all-out assault on the disease, all in parallel. We're trying to really fill out a prescription pad for any prostate cancer patient in the future whose disease comes back.
How much does the initiative focus not only on fundraising and research, but on bringing awareness to patients and physicians, the risk factors, how to remain in remission as long as you can? And are there any adjusted recommendations as far as screening is concerned?
The Many versus Cancer is just as much about patient awareness as it is about test tubes and clinical trials. There are new recommendations for early PSA screening based on family genetics. In fact, there are 16 genes that will become a part of genetic testing for the 1 in 10 families where genes really cause prostate cancer in families. Many versus Cancer is going to be about health information. There's new precision nutrition, believe it or not. There are better nutritional recommendations now. So Many versus Cancer is also going to be about making patients aware of new clinical trials in their region or even in their hospital. So it's about the entire community coming together as many to finish off, to defeat prostate cancer. And Many versus Cancer is really fundamentally about there should be no stage beyond cure, which is a whole new idea. And in families where prostate cancer has occurred, how to actually reduce the lifetime risk or family risk of prostate cancer.
Now, where can we go? Excuse me, go ahead.
No, I was going to say it's about the many.
Where can we go online and get some more information? Because we haven't even begun to scratch the surface of all the information that I'm sure is out there to help those suffering with prostate cancer and those who care for them.
Yeah, for patients and families and doctors and nurses, they should go to manyversuscancer.org. That's the new website. manyversuscancer.org.
Well, it's been a pleasure once again talking with you today, Dr. Simons.
Thank you very much.
You've been listening to Health Professional Radio. I'm your host, Neal Howard, with Dr. Jonathan Simons, President and CEO of the Prostate Cancer Foundation, and we've been discussing the Many versus Cancer Initiative. Transcripts and audio of this program are available at healthprofessionalradio.com.au and also at hpr.fm. You can subscribe to this podcast on iTunes, listen in, and download at SoundCloud.